Hi everyone. So I chose to do my curriculum audit on the 8th grade science curriculum, and I ended up putting a focus on it for integrated STEM, which I didn't really mean to do, but then as the data came forward and as I continued to interview teachers and watch and observe, it kind of turned out that way. So this is what I had. I have two 8th grade science teachers. One is a veteran teacher of 26 years. The other one is in her third year teaching 8th grade science, but she's actually in her 11th career year because she was an elementary teacher before a middle school teacher. The veteran teacher she's a classic teacher. She knows her content really well, builds relationships with students really well, but she relies heavily on worksheets, or when the school went one-to-one, she turned a lot of her worksheets into digital worksheets, and then now all of a sudden they're not worksheets to her anymore. Great teacher, but some of the typical things you guys might see in your schools. The younger teacher is a little more interested in hands-on learning, but is not as confident in the content, so she tends to really lean on the veteran teacher for what to cover, what to use, what resources to reach out to. So one of the things that I discussed with the teachers was a lack of a pacing guide. They don't have a pacing guide. So what happens is the veteran teacher tends to teach the domain that she cares about. So let me back up and say that 8th grade science curriculum, actually K through 8, focuses in the sciences on three core domains: life science, earth and environmental science, and physical science. And it used to be, before the standards were revised, that earth science was more heavily weighted in the 8th grade curriculum, and it's not anymore. But because of that reason, she tends to still teach mostly the earth and environmental, so therefore so does the other teacher. So as we got to discussing, it turned out that they really do need a pacing guide. So that was also one of my recommendations, was to design a pacing guide. But in addition, they were talking about not doing the hands-on lab stuff and feeling like they needed more content knowledge with the physical sciences side of things. And additionally, and so again, one of my recommendations. Additionally, they were talking about the lab space. The school was originally designed to be a junior high, which means that all the science labs are centered in one part of the building, much like a high school would be. And now that they're a middle school, we're separated by grade level. So you've got non-science classes in science rooms, and you've got science classrooms in non-science rooms. And so it kind of prevents running labs and doing those things because A, they're messy and you don't have a place to clean it up, but B, just for safety reasons. So one of my recommendations was also a shift in the classroom locations. So for that reason, when I was talking to the teachers, they were talking about the need for more content integration, and I agree. And as they were talking about content integration in their 8th grade curriculum using The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks as a book study. That book study allows them to connect to the biotechnology and science, the history of HIPAA, and I mean, it connects to all 4 standards. But as we were talking about how fun it would be to connect that through the whole school, and since all the science curriculum builds on itself, to do a whole school project. And so that kind of turned us on to integrated STEM. So one of the recommendations I have made is for our school to move towards an integrated STEM whole school project time, which required a complete change in schedule. So I'd love to say these recommendations are going to be a little bit wild, but my principals agreed to them, and I'm pretty excited about it. Can't wait to hear about your curriculum audits as well. Good evening.